Today in this video we are going to see how I can merge multiple different PDFs file into a single PDF. Hi everyone, welcome back to the next video in the step-by-step PDF automation series for beginner, where we are trying to understand the PDF automation in a step-by-step manner. My name is Mukeshkala. I am a 5 times UiPath MVP, certified solution architect and a LinkedIn top voice. I have shared my LinkedIn details on the page. Feel free to send a connection request. Happy to be part of your network. Also, you can scan the QR which you see on the screen and join our WhatsApp community, where you get a direct notification whenever a new video is getting uploaded. Also, if you have any doubts and question, you can ask in the group and the fellow developers try to help you there as well. Okay, so today in this video we are going to see how I can merge multiple PDFs into a single PDF. That would be our agenda for today. I would request you guys to open up your UiPath Studio and practice along with me with any other PDF file, so that at the end we both have the same use case with us. Okay, and with that, let's get started. Okay, so before directly jumping into the implementation, let's try to understand what does this activity actually do. Okay, so there are some of the key points which you need to remember as a developer. That first of all, it joined the multiple PDF file into a single document, as the name suggests, right? You have to provide the full path of the PDFs into an array of a string. So all the path of the PDFs has to be provided as array of string. Okay, important thing. And the output of this activity would be a single path which would be for the combined PDF. So for example, today if I have to combine 3 different pages, so all the URL of the 3 different PDFs which I have to combine would be going as a string array to this activity. I'm going to show you with a practical demonstration, but it is important for us to know the properties. Okay. Now you might be thinking, what would be the use cases, right? So the use cases are, you can combine scan pages from a batch process. So for example, you are doing something and you are receiving a lot of scanned images, and all of those are separate PDF files. Now I have to create a single consolidated report for everything whatever I have done, so I can use this activity. Okay, I can have something which is called merge monthly statement or receipts, right? I might be receiving a lot of receipts from my employees or anyone, and now I want to combine it into a single consolidated report. Or for example, I am an employee and I'm trying to submit my expense to my manager or to any of the portal, and I want to merge all the receipts into a single page. I do not have to do it manually one by one. I can just use automation for that. And lastly, if I want to create a consolidated document for a review or approval, this activity would be useful. Okay, so for today we are going to use this activity, which is UiPath.pdf.join PDF join PDF. Okay, that sound a little awkward, but anyways, join PDF is the activity name which we are going to do today. We'll come to the properties in a bit moment once we see the practical. So let's talk about the use case which we are going to build today. I'm going to build a small mini use case. You can think and build any of the use case. So for me, for example, I am an employee and I have multiple different receipts which are available, and now I want to submit my expense report to my manager or to an automation or to a bot anywhere, and I want to merge all of that into a single document, and that's where I'm going to use this one. So my use case is called merge receipts file. You can use with any of the other different tools as well. Okay, so let's try to see the files which we are going to utilize. Okay, so I am back into my folder, and you can see that I have got 3 PDF files with me. For the simplicity, I have just numbered them 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so let me first open this first invoice, which is like this. This is the invoice number 1, this is the invoice number 2, and this is the invoice number 3 as well, right? So now my requirement is, I want to submit something for an expense. I want to combine all of them into a single PDF file. How we can do that? Okay, and for that, let's go back to the UiPath Studio. Okay, so I am back into my UiPath Studio, and this is the same solution which we have been working on. our PDF automation, all these different files are available here. You can minimize them, right? And the people who are directly coming to this video, guys, you can always create a new solution and just make sure to add this dependency, which is uipath.pdf.activities, and that will give you everything. Okay, so now go here and I say a new sequence. I can just name the sequence as merge underscore receipts and create. Okay, now let's go back to the project. Sorry, not the project, my bad, into the activities. And if I just search here PDF, you would see all the PDF activities which we have been looking upon. And today the one we are interested is this one, which is the join PDF files. As the name suggests, join the PDF files. Drag and drop it here, and it has only one property, output file name, but the properties are available into the properties panel. So if you see here, it has only two properties: file list, which says array of PDF full path, right? So you need to provide an array. So to provide an array, this is the syntax. Okay, first you need to put this curly brackets, and then you need to put double quotes, then put a comma, and then put a double quotes, right? So this is the syntax for putting a string array. So why string array? Because this, in the first double quotes, I would be putting the file path 1, maybe fp1. I'm just writing it, and here I would be passing fp2, right? So this is how we are going to pass the string array. Please remember the syntax: two curly brackets, then double quotes for the first file, comma, the second file. And if I have three files, then I'll just go here and put the file path for the third one, right? So that's how you are going to pass the string array and to the file names to this activity, right? Now all we have to do is, if I just save this, see, this syntax is correct, and we just need to provide an output file tab, right? But let's first correct this. Now all we have to do is replace this fp1, fp2, fp3 with the actual file name. You can also store all these paths into variable and pass the variable also here directly, the string variable. That should also work. You can also read all the files from a folder, loop them, and then pass it to this activity. That will also work, right? That depends on your implementation. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here is, this is the three path 1, 2, 3 file. For the first file, I'll do a shift and then a right click. Shift right click gives you an option, which is copy as path. So that will give me the complete path, and I'll just remove this, paste it here. Sorry, copy as path will automatically put the double quote, so I'll just put it here. Maybe I'll just do it like this, right? So this is the first file, this is the second, comma, and this is the third file, right? So now all we have to do is copy for the second file and then for the third file, and then instead of this one, I can just make it to 2, and this will be my third file, right? So basically what we have done is, we have just provided all the three files into a string array, which is looking like this. Okay, so I hope you understood the syntax, that curly braces, paths as string by a comma. I have three files, so I have three entries, and I just save this, and that's it, right? Now this activity is asking me, okay Mukesh, I have got all the three files, where do you want the output file name, right? Where do you want the file name? So I can just provide the path of the file. So for example, in this same folder, I'll just copy this. Okay, go back to my UiPath Studio. Into the output, you have, sorry, my bad, into this one, I can just provide the path something like this, where I say that I want to create in this folder, put a backslash, and I can say final merged file dot pdf. Okay, so what I have done is, I have just specified a path. You can specify any path, you would have understood that, and into that folder I want a new file, which is final merged file dot pdf, and I just save this. Now if everything works as expected, what I am expecting is to have a new file into this folder, which will have merged of all these files. Let's go back to here. I can see that I don't have any errors or anything. Properties look good because it has only 2 properties, so we have provided that list of files and the output file name. Save this, right? And maybe I'll just put a log message activity so that I understand that it was successful, right? I'm hard coding the stuff, guys, but you have to not hard code, right? You have to pass it from variables, arguments, and everywhere, right? So I will just write here merging done. Save this, go here, run the file. Okay. And then it's done. Let's go to the output. We can see that the merging is done in 1 second. Let's go back to the folder. And here it is, right? See, we have now a 4th file into the same folder. Previously it was 1, 2, 3. Now I have the 4th file, which is the final merged file. Let's try to open that. So you have the first file, which was the biopex. The second one is for the ABC company. The third one is for the tie filled class. If I go to the final merged file, you would see that it has the first page, which is the invoice, the second page, which is the ABC company, and then the third one, which is the tie filled class, right? Because this was a big scanned page, that's why it was coming like this. But the whole objective here is that the whole idea here is that it was able to combine all the path, right? Now if you guys notice something here, into my first PDF I had 2 pages. See, page number 1 and page number 2. Now when the final merged file came, both the pages are coming like this. That means that you can merge PDF even with multiple pages as well. You don't have to specify that. Okay, so I have this 1, 2, and then this, and then this, and all of this got merged successfully. How cool is that, right? So that is all about how this activity works. It is a very straightforward activity, but you can think, I guess, more of the use cases. Let me know what use cases you have thought of after going to this activity. Okay. And with that, let's discuss the properties. Okay, so the activity is called PDF join, right? And as we have just seen, the input is an array of string variables. Double quotes, you pass the string, or you can also pass the variable. Each value is the full path of the PDF file. You notice that I have passed the full path and not only this thing, because it will not be able to understand where exactly is the PDF, right? So we have to provide the full path. Shift right click, copy as path, as we have done. The order of the file in the array determines the order to be merged document. I have named 1, 2, 3 the files because I wanted to order in that order, but make sure that whatever order you put into that activity, the files are going to be get ordered like this. So for example, in my activity, if I would have just put the file number 3 at the top, which is here, let me quickly show that to you as well. So in this one, if sorry, not this one, into here, this order matters. So if I just put this slide 3 to the top, then maybe 1 and then 2, in this order, this is going to get merged, right? So the order of the merging is determined from the merged document order which you have put there. If I talk about the output, that is a required file. You just need a full path of the file name to the new merged PDF. It supports string values. As I pass string values, you can pass the string variable as well. And then there is something which is called display name, which is the name of the activity, right? So this was the simple plain activity, guys, which is called join PDF, and you can use it for different use cases, right? So that is it. That's pretty much I wanted to cover in this video. Let me know in the comments that where we able to successfully follow and what use cases came to your mind after watching this, right? I'll appreciate your feedback on this content, and with this, wrapping this video here. Thank you for watching and happy automation.